Hello Leo, welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your yearly 2023 tarot reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. So I hope you're well. Remember, this reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you as always, Leo. So let's see what we have for our lovely Leos, please. Angels, spirits, guides for 2023. And also, Leo, if you enjoy this reading, please do like, share, subscribe, hit that bell to receive future notifications. I'd greatly appreciate that. Thank you. So I'm going to pull a card per month and see what overarching messages we have for you for the whole 12 months. Do also check out my next 3-month tarot readings, because I take the cards from the yearly readings and for the relevant months, and I go into more detail with those energies. So let's see what we have for you, Leo. Message for our lovely Leos, thank you. So we start with January, potentially a choice. Next we have, in February, the Knight of Cups. The Seven of Wands in March. April, we have the Six of Swords. The Hierophant we have in May. The Death card we have in June. July, the Fool. It's interesting. June and July, endings and beginnings potentially, but not always they're not always linked to each other. I mean, a lot can happen in a month. We have the Seven of Pentacles in August. The Ten of Cups in September. October we have the Four of Cups. The King of Wands, you Leo, male or female, this will be you, in November. Feeling very empowered in November. And your final card, we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, Leo, let's see what we have for you. So January, we start with a choice between two paths, two opportunities, two people, two places, two situations. It's a duality card, but this is somebody who's ready. You can see on that picture, someone is only grabbing hold of one wand and not the other. So this feels like someone is intuitively knowing what choice they need to make about their future and is choosing to move in a particular direction. Very empowered energy. This is where you're ready to take action. If you have been thinking about something to this point, this is you're doing something about it. You're taking action this month. This is somebody who holds their world in their hands and will shape it as they see fit. So you are potentially opening up to all possibilities here and not afraid to step into the unknown, if that's your choice. Can sometimes represent also about staying or going. Not always the case, but that's an additional thing. It might well be you choose whether you want to stay in your current situation or move in a different direction or even progress something, you know? So in relationships, this could be about taking the next step forward. For others of you, this can be about choices between, do I stay at my current place of work or do I go for this other thing? So again, some choice or decision here, but it's from an empowered point of view. And it's fire energy to start the month, so to start the year. So we have February 2023, the Knight of Cups. So the Knights bring offers and opportunities for change. This is from the heart. So this can be somebody who is offering you love. Now, these two energies could be linked together in terms of taking a big step forward in a relationship, for example. You could be making the offer, somebody could be making it to you. I always read first person, so I always say this is the offer coming in for you. But again, it can be vice versa if it's love, romance, relationships. But these aren't always linked these months. So like I said, a lot can happen in a month. The Knight of Cups can represent an offer of love, somebody asking you out, new love even, new friendships, an offer of support from a kindred spirit, soul connection, somebody who's important to you. That's the energy here. And it's all with a view to supporting positive change if it's support. Now, the other message with this, Leo, the Cups energy can also be linked to creative expression. So this night can also represent an offer coming in that's linked to some kind of creative area. So there could well be an offer or an invitation or a project or even an opportunity being presented to you, and it could well be in the creative industry. So that could be artistic expression, so culture, arts, entertainment, media, publishing, writing, artist, sculptor. Again, and again, it could well be, stage, dramatics, acting. This is the energy here with the Knight of Cups. So there could well be some kind of offer on that level too. In which case, it's something that's very close to your heart that will allow you to express your creative abilities, The Seven of Wands, fire energy again in March. This is somebody who is standing their ground. Now, it might well be a situation, place, or person that you're dealing with, or people. The Seven of Wands is somebody who stands firm. Now, there is a message here. If you're standing firm on a situation, then you're on higher ground than that which opposes you. So there's a feeling here of you're head and shoulders above the thing that opposes you or challenges you, which means that you have the advantage. You're in pole position. So that's the energy here, Leo. If you're defending something that you feel to be right and true against others or another, this is a feeling of you have the pole position, you have the advantage here. So very good on that front. It can also represent a situation where you might be feeling like you have to defend yourself, stand up for what you believe is right and true. Your concept, your take on a situation, your belief, could even be a strategy or an idea. This is somebody who is standing their ground regardless of what other people say. So that's the energy here. The Seven of Wands can also represent somebody who is persevering on a path in order to protect and defend what's important to them. And again, there's a lovely message here, Leo, that you are getting and rising above that which opposes you. You're on higher ground. So certainly a feeling here of you're getting on top of the situation. More perseverance might be required, but you are absolutely moving in the right direction through sheer perseverance and determination. So it's a lovely message in March, because this is fire energy and this is Mars in Leo. So it's very much about your energy and you being courageous, you believing what you believe to be right and true, you standing in your power against anything that opposes you. That is the energy. You are slowly but surely overcoming the issue. We have in April the Six of Swords. I like these two energies together because the Six of Swords can be about putting difficulty behind you and moving on to better times. So it's a lovely energy on that front. The Six of Swords can be about healing. So you might be embracing some kind of healing. This can be energetically as well. Just feeling like the worst is behind you and you can just breathe that sigh of relief that finally you're just moving forward to better times and potentially embracing healing. But it can also be just feeling that huge sigh of relief that that situation is done and dusted and you can move on from it now. Now, the Six of Swords are the meanings of this. It can be linked with travel, moving from what was to what will be, moving from A to B. So it can be about relocation, moving from one job to another, moving from one home to another. It might well be travel might be required of you in April. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting with this card. Just seeing if I'm getting anything else. And you can see this person's moving from the choppy waters to the calmer waters. It can be a very good sign also in terms of physical healing. For you or someone who is close to you, it's an energy here of if there's physical healing that's been needed, it's always a very good indication that the worst is going to be behind you and you're going to move forward to better times. You might not be at the end game yet, but things are heading in the right direction, and that's what you're getting with the Six of Swords. So Leo, we move to May. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is a very spiritual card. It represents a higher power at work. Now, you might also be asking advice from a holy person, a mentor, somebody who will give you spiritual advice and guidance. There could be a situation that arises where you lean on your faith, and it can be a sign of being given, answered prayers. It's a lovely energy. The Hierophant can also represent institutional energy, so the deepening of a commitment, marriage, long-term relationship, or the deepening of a relationship. It can be linked with things like education, religion, and so on and so forth. It can be about traditional institutions. And it might well be you are following on a traditional path. Now, yes, that can be in terms of love, romance, relationships. There could well be marriage on the table. This can be, having children, moving in together, starting a family together. So this can represent the energy here, Leo. But it can also represent things like following on in the traditional path of, getting an education, going to where your parents went before, following in a career path that your parents did. You understand what I'm saying. So it can represent that kind of thing too. But it's a lovely message in terms of a higher power being at work, having faith. You might even get some signs, symbols, synchronicities in May. We have the Death card here, Leo. So the Death card can be a card of endings. And it's interesting, like I said, the Fool is in July. So, but it's a card of, we always leave something behind in death. We don't take things forward on our rebirth that we don't need. So this is the Phoenix Rising card. It does represent endings, but it represents the transformation of endings, out with the old, in with the new. It's a process where you are emerging from one phase of your life to another. So maybe some kind of significant ending or bringing something to an end or a completion in June, but it's because it's time. It's because you believe now is the time to embrace new possibilities and make space for the new. And something has to always be released in order to move forward with death and embrace that transformation. It's, like I said, the Phoenix actively destroys the old in order to embrace new possibilities. So that's the energy here. It's a profound card of transformation and change. Generally linked with endings or acceptance of endings as well. But a strong energy also of profound change. So you may encounter, for example, if there's a person close to you and they have always said from the get-go, I am never going to get married, for example, the Hierophant. I am never going to do that. So I'm just telling you from the get-go, that's never going to happen. This can represent profound change. So that's what I have, profound transformation, profound change, where they might do a 180-degree turn and go for that now. So these cards can represent that too, Leo. We have the Fool in July. I love the Fool energy. It's so light. It's so anticipatory. It's just like, I'm ready to carve out a brand new path for myself. I'm ready to move forward in a particular direction. I'm ready to take a leap of faith and take a chance and take a risk and just go for something now. This is the energy of the Fool. It can sometimes even be spontaneous, but It's always linked with the beginnings of something new or even next level here. If this was following on in terms of love, romance, relationships, the Fool can represent taking a chance, taking a leap of faith, going for something that somebody might not have wanted to do before, but has completely turned their ideology on its head. So this can represent the energies, but like I said, the cards aren't always connected. There could well be something new opening up for you here, Leo, in whatever area of life. It's an opportunity for a new beginning, a new chapter, a new door to open, a lovely message. Yeah. So you might be starting something new in a life area here. We have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is somebody who takes stock and evaluates. Quite the opposite to the Fool, because this is somebody who is methodical, who is very careful, who is very grounded, who likes to be factual, who likes to look at all their options. So you might be doing some of that in August time. The Seven of Pentacles can represent somebody who is taking stock, evaluating, even looking at their options in a situation. This can be something that you've put time and energy into. So, for example, if it's a place of work, you might be taking stock, evaluating if you're getting paid enough, if you're getting where you want to be in terms of your career path in your current place of work. If not, do I need to make changes? In your own business, you might be taking stock, evaluating whether you need to make some changes in terms of what's working, what's not working for you. Planning for retirement. This is, have I got enough to retire on, or do I need to make some changes? Are those investments working for me, or do I need to make some changes in terms of what I invest and save my money on? These are the energies of the Seven of Pentacles. It can also be about taking stock, evaluating in relationship terms. Do I want to continue on this path? If so, what do I need to do next? Somebody is taking stock, evaluating choices about their future. What's of value to them, what they want to build, what's long term, what's not long term, what's working, what's not working. This is the energy. If it's a relationship, you have history with this person and you're taking stock, evaluating maybe what to do next. It's interesting because these three cards together can represent, when you follow the theme along, it might well be this is about deepening a relationship, a commitment, given that the Ten of Cups can be to do with, engagements, marriage, long-term commitment, buying a home together, having a family, children, and so on and so forth. So these can be those kind of energies here, Leo. Like I said, not limited to it. So we have the Ten of Cups in September. This is my rainbow of blessings. It's where everything feels fulfilled. For you, can be for you and your home, your children, your family, your relationship. It can represent wider extended family as well. Just everything feels fulfilled and bliss and happy and content. So changes might happen in September for you where everything just falls into place and you're just like, yes, finally, I feel content, I feel successful, I feel if you have been productive and working on a path, that things are coming to fruition. This can be a card of your productivity really paying off in a beautiful way. It can be being very productive and fruitful in relationships and family areas, but it can also be in other areas as well. Everything just coming together and feeling bliss and harmonious and lovely. So that's what I'm getting for you here, Leo. It can be linked with, like I said, the Happy Ever After card. So marriage, long-term commitment, children, buying a home together. Even whether you live together or not, this will be buying a home together potentially. Like I said, marriage, that this is just like a lovely message in terms of home, family, relationships. And again, if something has affected your home, your family, your relationship even, on whatever level, even you yourself, this is the rainbow after the rain. whatever you have gone through, you've overcome it, and the rainbow is coming out. This is a lovely energy. So all's well that ends well. That's the 10 of Cups. It just feels really blissful and harmonious in September. So Leo, we have the 4 of Cups in October. For me, it's something being offered to you. Now that can be driven by love, it can be an offer of support, it can be advice, it can be an opportunity. So whatever this is somebody who is not sure whether to take it or not. They need to think about it. And the message is, because you might be tempted to dismiss something with the 4 of Cups. So, because it can be linked with missed opportunities. So it might well be even some kind of offer comes in a different form than what you expect in whatever life area this is. So this can be sometimes linked with, really consider this, because it can be a gift that you just don't immediately see as well. So sometimes linked with missed opportunities. So if there is something being presented to you in October, the message with this is really consider it. You might say no to it at the end of the day, which is fair enough. You might say yes to it. But the message is, the key thing is to go into your quiet sanctuary, into your quiet temple, and sit under that tree, or that metaphorical tree, and gain illumination, wisdom, knowledge in terms of how you want to move forward with this. Is this for me? Is this not for me? I need to really consider it, because I don't want to dismiss it and then later regret it. And that's the energy here. And yeah, the other message that I'm getting with this, it can also represent somebody who is bored in a particular area of life. I mean, it can come up sometimes in money, career areas, for example. If you're bored, if you're feeling unfulfilled, if you're feeling just apathetic about your current situation, or not happy even, this can be a card of disharmony. So it might well be, Spirit might be giving you some kind of divine nudge. You might get a very powerful intuitive instinct to take action. Because this is somebody who has 3 cups already, but this is, am I happy with my current lot? Am I happy with those current 3 cups? Or do I want to consider moving with this 4th cup in a different direction, on a different path, towards a different energy? So this is that energy here, Leo, too. Can be sometimes linked to divine nudges if someone's just a bit tired and fed up and drained with the situation. Either way, it does feel in November you are in your power. The King of Wands is Leo for me as a reader in the Minor Arcana. Male or female, this is you on your throne. This is you in your power, exalted, at the top of the chain of the Wands energy. So this can be you holding your opportunity, potentially very good in terms of money, business, career. This is also very good in terms of leadership positions as well, on some level. The King of Wands is somebody who feels empowered, somebody who may have taken action, not afraid to face things that are difficult to face either, very courageous energy, very driven, go-getting. If they're not happy with something, then they'll do something about it and change it as well. So that they never rest on their laurels, they always take action, inevitably. So this is somebody who is feeling empowered, maybe by the actions and steps that you have taken to bring change to your situation. So this is you feeling in your power, coming into your own in November for whatever reason. This can be about you fulfilling your passions, your desires, you feeling fulfilled in terms of other areas of life. I mean, it can be very good in terms of business areas as well for the King of Wands. But it just feels like you're feeling very empowered in November, maybe from the actions that you've taken, because this is a person of action. We have the 6 of Pentacles here, Leo. So this is December. So the 6 of Pentacles has an array of meanings. The messages that I'm getting here, this can be somebody reaching out, offering you something. Now, this comes in for a number of reasons. This can be, it can be linked for me as a reader, sometimes to some kind of small windfall. It can represent a sum of money coming in, and it can be spiritually driven. It can be somebody reaching out, offering you something. It can be monetary. It's not always about that. It can be some kind of important piece of advice, some important piece of consultation. It's a feeling here of spirit working through people, situations, places, people to bring you what you need. So it's not always monetary, but it can be just as valuable. So somebody is reaching out, offering you something in November here, Leo. Now, yes, this can be very good in terms of jobs, business opportunities, a sum of money coming your way, or even being awarded to you. You know, this can be somebody who might be giving you something to re-establish balance for you. So, for example, the Six of Pentacles can come up if you're wanting to put a deposit on a home, but there's a shortfall in terms of what you can afford. Somebody might come in and give you the rest of it. This is the Six of Pentacles. This can also be somebody giving you business advice. It can also be linked with other areas of life. So it can represent, in terms of love, romance, relationships specifically, somebody reaching out, offering you something. Now, the good thing about the Six of Pentacles is it's about giving and receiving. If both parties give and receive in a relationship, then that's a healthy balance. It's a value. There's equilibrium there. This is a real balanced relationship if it's gift giving, gift receiving, and respecting each other's need to give and receive. So that can be the energy here, Leo. The downside of the Six of Pentacles, it can sometimes be represented as the breadcrumb card. Somebody giving you a little bit more just to keep you on the hook. So it might well be someone says, well, I'll do more. If I do this, will that be okay? If I commit to doing this, will that be okay? Or if I offer to do more in this direction, will that be okay? It can all be linked with a desire to just keep you on the hook and reestablish the balance. But it's only giving enough to bring balance back to the situation, not always about making you feel fulfilled. So for sometimes in relationships that can apply, but a lot of the time the Six of Pentacles is a very spiritual energy where spirit is working through the situation to bring you what you need. And like I said, it's either something of value or can be monetary driven, but it's all with a view to working through people, places, situations, and spirit telling you that it's your time to receive or be open to receive. So that's what I have for you, Leo. Quite a set of cards. Lovely reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, as always, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a lovely 2023 and I will see you next time.